So in order to set up scan to email via a web browser function, the first thing we need to do is find out our IP address of our MFD. We can do this at the panel. At the panel we need to press the utility key at the home screen, and within there choose option 9, device information. That will show us our IP address, and that's what we're going to use in our web browser address bar. Okay, first we need to enter our IP address up into the address bar of our web browser. Once the screen comes up, we'll be logged in as a public user. We need to log in as an administrator. So to do that we click to login screen, hit OK, and then we select administrator and hit login. We then enter our admin password. And you will need to get that off of your system administrator if you're unclear of it. But once entered we hit OK, and we're logged in as an admin. Now we're going to go to our system settings tab first. Once we've entered that, it will take us into our machine settings, and there's two fields in here we need to enter, both called email address, one for the admin and one for the machine. Now I'm going to enter my example as copier at mydomain.co.uk. It doesn't have to be a genuine email address, but I do recommend that you keep the domain the same as your company's email domain. I'm going to take that email address and just paste it in, so both fields are filled in with the same email address. Once that's done we hit OK, hit OK, and the second area we need to now go to is network. In network we need to select email setting. We then select email TX SMTP. In here we need to ensure that the tick mark is made in email TX setting and that scan to email is turned on. We then need to go to SMTP server address. In here we put the IP address of our email server. In this example I've put 192.168.0.1, but again you will need to get that information from your IT system administrator. If you don't wish to use an IP address for your email server, but you wish to use a DNS hostname, please tick the box and then type in the hostname as required. The only other option of note on this page is the SMTP authentication. If you require SMTP authentication, please check the box and enter the relevant user ID, password and domain. Once this page is then completed, hit OK and hit OK. Now fundamentally scan to email is now configured on our copier. What we need to do is create one-touch buttons to scan directly to our email accounts, and we do that under store address. Within store address we select new registration, ensure email selected and hit OK. And in here we need to fill in the name of the one-touch button. I'll use Joe Blogs as my example. We can choose where to categorize our one-touch button, whether we want to put this example under J for Joe or B for Blogs. We can also choose whether we want it to become listed under the main home screen for email as well. Finally, we just need to put the relevant email address in. We then select OK and click return, and that is the one-touch button complete. We're ready to scan to email. We can now log out of our web browser. Okay, so in order to test our setup and make a physical scan, we need to select and press Scan Fax at the home screen. This will take us in by default to our address book, and we can see here our email, one touch button, Joe Blogs is there. Initially we're on the favourite page. Any objects that you tick the main button on in your address book will appear on this favourite page. You'll also see under J, the button exists there where we referenced it. Okay. To scan, we just select our email destination, and you can select multiple destinations if required. We change any settings that are relevant, and then simply press the blue start key to make the scan. To confirm our job is successfully scanned, we go up to Job List, check the log, and here we can see our job is complete.